And we're back. Hopefully you've installed Davinci Resolve, and you can follow along. We're going to do a quick tour, and then we're going to optimize our video files so that the editing goes smooth and quick. Just launched Davinci Resolve, and we're going to just put a few clips together as a quick tour and show you the basic features of the whole thing. I just launched it. It takes 20 seconds. Give it a sec. So if you hear some noise, like a forklift running or something, here we go. That's because I am in an industrial shed. I made this cozy little space, but I can't keep out the oil patch. Anyway, so you launch Davinci Resolve and you get this. You can click New Project. There's a few things you can screw up from here, but really just click the red box. It's like the red button. And you're looking at a screen and you don't know what to do. Well, we got to add video files. First of all, let's just quickly look at the bottom of the screen. See, my mouse is over here on the media. Let's click it. Media pool. This is where you put your video files, your audio files, photographs. Then there's a cut page with it opened on. It's a type of editing that's quick and fast and easy, and I've never touched it. I'm not going to go into it at all. The edit page, this is what I use. Fusion is special effects, color grading. See, there's nothing to work on, really nothing to show you until we add some clips. So I'm going to pull up. Oh, there you go. So I shot this little movie. First thing I kind of really tried to make a narrative structure with. My kids were, during COVID, were at home doing their homework. So I pulled out the iPhone and I took a bunch of shots. So let's, how do we drag those into the project? Let's pick 4, 8, 12, 14 clips. Just select them, drag them, and we're done with that. You'll notice it's taking a second. This is when we're going to do proxy files. That'll just bang appear. So now I have all my clips. I can even look through it just by moving my mouse over top of each. See, it puts a playhead on, and you can see what all the clips do. And I could rename it here. I could put it into bins, but not yet. Let's go to the edit page. Now, yours might not look like mine. Maybe yours looks like this. Or it's got this open. So the top bar, you can control all the extras that you see. So we want the media pool open. So we see it's dark. If I click it, it's lit up. And then we have all our media clips there. On the right side, nothing of use there. Nothing there. The inspector we're going to use a lot. Anyway, we don't need that yet. So we turn that all off. Now, if we want, this is the previewer and this is the timeline playhead. We don't have a timeline because we haven't started making a movie. So let's get started. Let's see. It's just a shot of them doing homework. So let's load one into the previewer. There's the two of them. Plugging away at homework. It doesn't go super smooth, and maybe it looks super smooth, but it really isn't. When we do the proxy files, you'll see how smooth it is. Actually, you know what? We're going to get that proxy going. Just start typing Blackmagic Proxy Generator Lite and launch it. Blackmagic. As soon as you type that, you'll see it. It's called Proxy Generator. So this generates smaller versions of the same files. So I've already done it for the movie. It took 6 hours to do all the clips. But now I want to add a new folder. So this is pretty close. I want the run of the house. Yeah. Select that folder. And we will start. We'll leave that going. It says it's going to take 12 minutes to do all these clips. But, hey, but in the meantime, let's try and crash this ship. So, I've loaded this in the previewer. I want to put that into the video. Now I'm really chugging because my video processor is changing those files, which might be 10 megs, down to 250 bytes. It shrinks it down about 100%, 95% at least. Okay, I'm just going to drag this whole darn clip in. And it's this way huge thing. Now I can click on these 3 magnifying glasses. You can, there, now it's showing the entire timeline. Or I can click Alt and scroll wheel, and it'll shrink and expand what I see on the screen. I'll bet it won't even play well because I'm running that other program. Oh, it's not bad. My computer isn't super fast, but it is, it's definitely not up to what the studios use. Okay, well, let's pull up another in the previewer. What do we have? We have a close-up of my boy doing some homework. So we'll find a place for that. So we'll look at this playhead and we'll look for a place where he puts his pen down. Okay, see, this is chugging. Oh, there we had it. Puts his pen down, and then we'll do the cutaway. Why don't I just grab the right end of the clip and drag it right back to there, right back to where I put that playhead. There's 100 ways to do this, and this is one of the clumsy ways. Now I got this close up. I wonder if I can catch him putting his hand down or moving his hand so it lands there. Just a little bit of movement. Now, when you're in the previewer, you decide when you want the clip to start and end, and that's by marking it in and out. So that's these 2 icons over here, bottom right of the previewer. Mark in, mark out, or you can use the I and O keys. So I'll just mark it in there. I'll play it for what? What's a good cutaway? 3 seconds? 1, 2, 3. Mark it out. Now, I'll just drag it on to the next thing on the clip. Very nice. Okay, now I can find where I used the first clip. Hey, look, lit up in red is what I've used on the first one. So I double click it to put it in the previewer. Now he's just done some work, so I'm going to slide that around. Okay, then he's going to lift his hand. Needs something to motivate the cut. I think that's what they call it. That's what I'm going to call it for now. And we'll just play it another 5 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because editing has a rhythm. And I'm going to mark it out. And then I'll take that and I'll drag it to the end of the timeline. So we do a 2-shot, a cutaway or a close-up, back to the 2-shot. Now let's do an overhead. I'm looking over at these. I want a nice overhead. Sure. Let's load up this one. Play it a little bit. That's pretty cool. Let's just mark it in, just for the sake of doing something. And tapping his finger, is that interesting? I could move the focus over to the girl, because she just picked up her pen. Let's mark it out there. And drag it onto the timeline. If we play it, I think it's going to work good. Yeah. Oh, there's a little flaw. Because, you see at the end of this one, she's writing, and then at the beginning of this one, she's sitting back. So I'm going to drag this clip to where it's more useful. So there are different modes of how you edit and move clips around. Trim mode is what I'm going to need on this one. On this one, I'm on the just the base mode, it'll just move it over to where I want it, which is cool. Control Z that. But if I move to the trim mode, it actually keeps it touching. So I'll keep going. Look at the... Oh, my head's in the way. Here I am. Okay. So now you can see the... you can see where the edit left off on the left side on that right box. I want to go to where she's sitting, settled, and writing in about the same position. Pretty good. So now when I play, that transition looks much better. And then I catch her motion. It's perfect. Back to a 2-shot. Let's try a different one. See what happens. Generally, if you're shooting a film, just get lots of footage and you got stuff to play with. Oh, she's got the cape on. But that's okay. Let's focus on the boy again. Mark that in. I want to do a little bit of fun here. Okay. There's some little board motions. Mark it out. Drag it in. Now we're going to just have a quick look at the inspector. That's just too long. Let's just go to there. So we're getting bored here. We're going to from 2-shot to 2-shot. It's all the same. Let's pull up the inspector. We're going to lose the previewer. Let's get rid of the media pool. Lots to work on. Inspector, we can change things. I'm going to see how long we're going. We only got a few minutes here. So I can take the whole clip and I can just zoom it in. Just focus on him. Got lots to play with. You can see the aberration of this lens. So I'm going to zoom it in more. And even while it's playing, I'm going to zoom it in as it plays. So this is called keyframes. You mark a spot, and this is what it looks like at that spot. And we go to the end, and what's it going to look like at the end? We're going to zoom in more. We're going to just move it around, bring it to his head. Just see how that plays. There, you just did a zoom without moving your camera. Anyway, that's pretty good. Let's see how that proxy generator's doing. It's about half done. Anyway, if you're going to make a video, I urge you to put your video files into something that is watched by this proxy generator. It will... So all that scrubbing I was doing, let's go back to the edit page. So when they're optimized, I think some of these files are optimized now, because I can scrub freely. I can pull up the media pool, and if it's chugging, it's not working. Oh, see?
Nobody cares!
Funny. And then he goes in the hand on the banister. Anyway, I got lots of clips. One more thing to do on this is put some music under it so it feels better. So we're going to mark our in point. Actually, that was right off the hop. So push home or scroll back or click on this to get to the beginning and mark it right in. And what do we have for time? So here is the time marker. 21 seconds, 16 frames. So anything after the last colon is how many frames. I'm pretty sure I'm going at 24 frames per second. Basically 22 seconds. Here, close the inspector and I'll get my previewer back. So go up to the 24 second mark. It's fine. Mark that out and drag it in. Now, it drags it in as a video. It is a video file. I did a little screen cap just so I could catch the audio in a rough way off my phone. Oh, what did I just do? Geez, I'm working without talking. So this and this came together as one. Whoops. This and this came together as a single thing, and they were linked. There. Let's get rid of it. So when I drag it in, comes in linked. Click one, it clicks the other. Delete one, it deletes the other. I don't want the video because I want my kids in the video. Let's unlink these clips. So what did I do? Right click. It doesn't even show it as an option unless I have both. Right click, it's right there. Link clips. They'll operate as one thing and they'll all move together. Anyway, point is, I just want to remove that. Take this audio track. Oh, I can't drag it now. Whoopsie. Control Z to undo anything. So. There, now I can scroll down and see the whole thing. I can move it. Now, if I move it like so, right to the beginning, then we're good. Let's see how this video is. If you push P, the letter P, you get a full screen, spacebar to start. 20 seconds. You just got to endure this. Now, this is a very rough and quick edit. So the only thing I'd change is I turned down the volume of that. Oh, down one, down. I got a feel for decibels. I made an audiobook. I'm no expert, but see how that is. Much better. P again to exit. So there you go. A quick tour. We'll complete the quick tour by doing a little bit of color grading on the next episode.